which may tie into that. I don't know. The vertical.
Okay, I'm gonna let Jay start. Top of the list.
All right, so we're going to go down the list. So on the checklist, the first line item, major item, is what? Roof. Is that roof or roof? In East North Carolina, it's roof.
It's roof.
So now let me remind y'all. I know Ron went over this with you yesterday afternoon, but in his property inspection booklet here, the inside the left inside page, those are all of the majors. Okay? So these majors on each of these pages are what we're going to be going over at each house. Remember, he said you need to account for at least, when you add up the majors, 20% of the majors at least will be your minors. Look at the back of the booklet for a second with me. About 2 pages in on this side, you'll see a list of Ron's minors. There's a long list of the minors, okay, from your landscaping to outlets to the cover plates, etc., your vents. I'll give you a quick little tip here. Something that does not cost hardly any money on the big picture is replace all your vents in the floor. I mean, that's a minor.
Or in the ceiling.
Or in the ceiling. But all that's going to make it pop. Like all of your switch plate covers, all this out here, we're talking pennies on the big picture. But people buy what they see. People buy what they see. So everything I can, I want to make it pop. So back to
on that. You're going to be replacing these on about every house you renovate. And I don't mean the covers. I mean the plugs. Because you can't, they can't paint those things. When they paint the walls, they generally look ugly. That's really, kind of supposed to be a job for an electrician, but your contractor will do that. You don't need an electrician to do that.
Great. So on the majors, all right, so, Ron's formula, we're going to add up all the majors when we get through, multiply that figure times 20% for your minors, and round up to the nearest how many thousand? The nearest 5,000. So there's the formula one more time. So first line, so who says it needs a roof?
I'd have it inspected.
Who says it doesn't need a roof? Well, the have-nots win, and I agree. How about you, Ron?
I didn't see where it needed a roof.
Yep. So,
however, are we going to get an inspection before we buy?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't insure it.
Are we going to find out a bunch of stuff on this house we can't see?
Yes.
Especially underneath. Yeah. Did you guys notice that ceiling right there?
Yeah.
This is sinking right here. You really look for that kind of stuff. And this is why you've got a home inspection report that will tell you. So we got underneath problems here. We got to put piers under here to jack it up. Fortunately, it's not a hard job because it's an off-grade house. I just did 32 of them in my home.
Wow.
60 grand.
Woo! Youngins.
And
they saw my big house and they doubled the price.
it costs around here about $1,500 to $2,000 a pier.
A pier?
A pier.
I know we can do better than that. You guys know what a pier is?
Yes.
Yep.
What is it? It's a screw jack. That's all it is. They leave it under there. I'm not kidding you. They screw it up, leave it under there. They have to put some kind of a platform. They just put gravel on mine. They didn't even pour concrete. So honestly, it's right in here is the only issue. It's this load-bearing wall. Can you see that? Okay, you can see, if you look at that, you can see it slant a little bit. All right, jack that right up wherever it's low. They can go under there and they can tell where it's level or low. They can even tell you how far it's sunk. And it's sinking right here too. So it's really just right here in this load-bearing wall area. And did you look at the corners of the houses for cracks?
Yes. No.
You should. There isn't any, but you should. So when you see cracks coming down the corner, you've probably got a settling issue. All right, go ahead.
Line number 2, when it says carpet. Oh, you got a question?
I was just going to say, I live in Mississippi, and my brother is just having his house is sunk. And $24,000 is what they're saying. It's on a slab.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. That's not a jack. That's a whole big process, concrete. No, that's totally different. You're right. However, how big was that house?
I'm going to guess 2,500.
Okay, how much of it are they jacking up? A corner or a whole end or what?
It's pretty much the whole area.
Yeah, okay.
The whole house. Yeah.
All right. That's probably a pretty good number then.
Well, Carol, Joy, and I just had our personal residence jacked up on from one end of the house to the corner of the garage, which is on the other end of the house, we were actually looking at doing all new landscape and tearing out all of our old landscape and putting in new. And when we were looking around, we noticed a pretty wide vertical line. So we had a foundation specialist come out, and they had these big metal, looked like a great big metal screw that was like 8 to 10 feet tall. Screwed them down. But just to give you the cost on that, including reassuring the piers and such, that was $8,000 on our house, which has got about 2,500 square feet.
All right, since we're doing some math, I just had 32 piers installed, but I have sand and water was laying under there. All my sheeting underneath my flooring like this was all moldy. So they went in there and they sprayed the whole thing with mold killer. Then they put down it ain't plastic, but they covered the whole underneath the house with something.
Vapor
barrier. And then they put 2 humidifiers in there.
Yeah, we got the same thing.
And the whole bill was 60 grand. So honestly, if you divide the 60 grand even by the 32 piers, you got less than $2,000 a pier. Then they did all that other crap. In fact, that other crap alone, I remember now, was $28,000 by itself. So whatever.
That's half of it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so when we look at line number 2 and it says carpet, when you look at that line, I don't want you to think carpet. I want you to think floor covering.
Right.
All right? So you may have, it hasn't been long ago that you put carpet everywhere. And as of about 3 or 4 years ago, we're putting either laminate wood or real hardwood floors in all of our living rooms. Now, this could be market specific. You do a lot of tile.
Well, I also
Florida.
do this. I do the slab strips too.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, you know what I mean? They got flexible strips now. Any color you want. You can make them look like wood. They're actually not vinyl, but they look like vinyl. All right, they're a composite really, and they're flexible, and they're easy to lay down. In fact, I'm putting them in my house right now. They don't even need glue, and they're a great floor. In fact, I use them in restaurants. That's what we do now with our kitchens and our dining room sometimes. Of course, you wouldn't mess with this floor.
No, this looks
We
great.
don't need to do anything here but coat it and make it shiny.
We just finished
the tile floors.
Yep. We just finished a house that's going on the market first this coming week. And we got real bamboo floors, not the laminate bamboo, but real bamboo floors from Lumber Liquidators, drop shipped right to the house. And we paid $2 a square foot material, and it was $2 to install it. So we ended up paying $4 a square foot, but it's a $325,000 house, which is high.
Right.
That's high end for us. I would not do that in a bread and butter house.
All right, well, let's get to these floors.
All right, so on these floors, as Ron said, these are good.
Nothing to do in here.
And we're good in here, and the kitchen is tile. The tile looked good to me in the kitchen. And around here in the foyer. So really what we're looking at is your second half level up there. And I would put new carpet.
So here's where the ladies come in.
The bathroom.
And men. I don't want to hear a word.
The bathroom downstairs, there's
Ladies.
loose tile and broken tile in the bathroom.
That's miscellaneous. All right, ladies. I can make you a case that carpet in this house is in great shape. It just needs a good cleaning.
No.
All right, so who agrees? Well, all right. I told you I'm a man. My opinion don't count for you. Sorry. How many of you ladies would try to save this carpet?
No.
Who'd replace it all?
Yes.
Okay. Would you replace it because you don't like the carpet or just because it's dirty?
Yes.
Mold and smelly.
All of it.
Let your little
Smelly would go away
grandbaby
when you
crawl
clean it.
on that
Huh?
carpet.
Would
I'll
you?
let your little grandbaby crawl on that carpet.
Well, your grandbaby will never see that carpet in that
Doesn't
condition.
matter.
Okay, are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would it make sense to at least try to let them clean it and see what it looks like when it's done before you go ripping up that perfectly good carpet? Okay, just a thought. You're a man. Okay, you're correct. What do I know? So let's suppose you're going to replace the carpet. What kind of carpet do you use nowadays?
It's called frisé, which is a really, really short, I hate even say the word shag.
Like we got here.
But it's really, really short.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Shag went out with the wallpaper, I think.
I know, and the grain and all that.
Yeah, whatever happened to my hunter green anyway? Oh, it used to be big.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, actually. So,
when we're doing a budget for a house, I don't know for sure where we're going to do carpet. I don't know for sure what kind of floor covering. So just to cover my budget, Ron's got 2. I use $3 a square foot of what I'm going to replace. But you don't need the whole house replaced here.
that's too much, man.
But I mean, that counts if I end up doing the laminate floor.
Here's a test question. How many square feet are in a square yard?
9.
9. That's $27 a square yard. My God.
But not on carpet, not for carpet.
Well, look, all you care about is what's going to cost to do your floors.
That's right.
However, whatever you do to them, if you're going to refinish floors or if you're going to put up carpet, same price. But if you're going to put in tile, it's not.
Right.
See, that's $5 a square foot installed. A lot cheaper for carpet than finishing floors. Now in this house, we don't have, but I don't know, 1,000 square feet we do anything with, assuming you're going to rip up all that carpet, which would break my heart, but if you're going to rip that carpet up, surely you're going to put it in your garage or something, aren't you guys?
Yes.
You're not throwing that carpet in your dumpster, are you? I don't have rental houses. I have lease option houses.
So 1,000, so using Ron's $2, so we'd be more than covered with $2,000.
Agreed.
For the floor covering. So write that down on line number 2 for major item. You got $2,000 for your carpet slash.
Right, and that's real conservative, guys, because I don't use $2. Remember, it's $13.50 a square yard. $2 would be $18 a square yard. You ain't going to spend $2 a foot for carpet or finishing the floor. But you know, you suck, so for now you will. All right, you will. Because, by the way, will you pay more while you're learning the business?
Yes.
Yeah, and finding the best people to work with.
Yes.
All right, so what?
That's right.
Next?
So your next line, you got a question? Somebody said Ron? Okay, so next line item is exterior paint, line number 3.
Little bit.
Yes.
There might be little touch-ups here and here, but not.
And the back feeler looks like.
All right, who says the house needs painted outside?
Just our.
Who says it doesn't?
Barely.
Okay, you're both right and you're both wrong. Trim. The trim definitely needs painted. And did you notice the wall on that side?
Yes.
Okay, that wall on that side's got to be painted. And did you notice the rotten wood over there in the corner?
Yes.
I bet most of you didn't, did you?
Yes.
There's holes in the board. And I'm a little worried about what's behind that board. Because I think that's termites. Huh?
Stick your hand in there and see.
Yeah. Well, no kidding. You don't know. I think there's termites. What it looked like for me with my poor vision. Because normally rot don't work. These got holes in that little trim out there. And I bet you there's termite channels up that board. So I ripped that off, kind of worried about what's behind it. You notice they already did some patching up there. So anyway, that whole side's got to be painted for sure, upstairs. I tried to match it with the rest of the color of the house. Because the house does not need painted, but the trim does. Now you paint the trim on this house, if you just change the appearance of this house big time.
Oh,
Big
yes.
time. Okay? Change the colors. You can do a lot with paint. And that door looks savable to me. It is solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay?
Need to be painted.
Red door, new hardware, different color shutters, trim. You can get real creative, make this house really pop.
Yep.
Now, in most cases, I paint the trim white. What do you paint it?
White.
Okay? What do you ladies think?
White.
Go look at the most expensive houses and see if the trim isn't white. Yes. All right.
Now speaking of doors, and I know this is a minor, okay, but a minor component are interior doors. Did you see all of the flat doors? Right? Ugly, right? So we're going to go back with 6-panel interior doors throughout. That'll be in your minors. We're going to do throughout 6-panel interior doors, white doors with white trim. And
It's miscellaneous, though.
Yeah, that's miscellaneous. That's not a
Well,
major.
there you go. That up quick. It's $50 a pop. That up quick. All right. What about the paint? Did we come with a number for
We
the outside?
don't have a number yet.
Okay. 2-story house now. Incidentally, this is not my 1,200 square foot model, is it? It's a 1-story, 1,200. This is a 2-story, 1,500. All right. Painting that trim out there is a pretty good job because it's way up there. Right? Yeah, and then they got some rotten wood to replace and all that. That's all part of the painter's job,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned. So let's just paint the inside and the outside together. Does the inside need painted?
Yes.
Again, is this friggin' paint or is this
No, it's a board.
It's a
Look.
texture.
Look,
It's a texture
Ron,
paint.
not paper?
Ron,
No, it's not paper.
it's like a board that they put on it. It's very
Oh,
thin.
so it's panel.
Very thin.
Paneling?
Well, this might be manufactured home board.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was not.
No, it would be adjointed if it was a board.
We can-
It's just.
But we don't have to
texture
take it off.
sheetrock. And that's
We can just paint it.
a structural
I
crack.
love this molding in
I
here.
know that, but I'm
I do
talking
like
about
the
the, you
All
said
right,
it's a small.
does the inside house need painted?
Yes.
All right, so inside, outside, give me a number.
$5,000.
Oh, boy, I'll take that job.
1,500.
Oh, could you easily spend $5,000?
That's
Oh, sure.
Oh, hell yes, you can spend
Or
7.
more.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna remove the paneling downstairs?
What paneling?
No, there's,
painting over this.
There's wood
No,
paneling
down there in
downstairs.
the little
Paint over
room
it
that you
with
come in. There's paneling in one room down there.
I always remove paneling. I mean, there's probably sheetrock behind it.
And it's a small room.
No,
Now,
it felt really
what
hollow
about in
because
here?
it didn't have sheetrock.
You're not gonna paint my border, are you?
No, we're gonna leave that border.
Paint around my border?
Paint around the border.
It has some
Okay.
roosters.
I guess I'll have to take it out.
Yes, I think so. I think
So,
so.
what do you think, inside and outside trim?
Well, for me, the inside, you got 1,500 square feet. I use $2. So 3 outside. The high is going to be 4. My guess with Ron is 3.
3.5.
I can easily get it done for 3, but boy, you know, you might wind up paying more because you haven't taken the time to find the right contractor
So
yet.
I'd use 4.
Yeah, I use 4.
Inside and out.
Yeah,
And that's to replace the paneling too, right?
yeah.
And that's a minor.
That's a minimum.
That's it? Okay.
Okay,
That's in your 20%.
what's next?
What's next on the line, y'all? Below paint.
Central heat and air.
Did you look at it?
Looks good to me.
Find me, did anybody?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it outside.
Just brand new.
HVAC.
Anybody happen to look, see how old it was?
I tried to find
I don't know
it.
how to tell.
So you
Okay.
saw it.
Yeah, it's right here.
So here's Ron's room. It look good?
Yeah.
I mean, look okay?
Yes,
Okay.
and
I can
no,
tell how old.
Furnace about 4 years
problems
old.
with
It usually
the,
has the date right on it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
On a serial number.
Now look, will your home inspector tell you all of this crap?
Yes.
All right, okay, so we're gonna pass central heat and air. What next?
Kitchen needs replacing.
Huh?
Kitchen needs replacing.
The kitchen? You're not gonna tear out that beautiful kitchen, are you?
Yes. The sink is over, not under, like you were complaining
I
about
was
last
just
time.
kidding. Jeez, take a nap. All right, what are we gonna do with the kitchen?
Garden granite.
It's called everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna gut it. All new cabinets, granite countertop, underlaid sink, fancy faucet.
Yeah.
Fancy faucet.
Big and fancy.
$30 faucet. What do the women see first? Fancy faucet
They
sink.
work there a lot.
Yep. And then you want all new appliances. So is there a dishwasher in there?
Yeah.
If there isn't, there will be, won't there?
Yes, it will.
Okay. So, how many cabinets? I didn't take a really good look.
They're very small amounts.
There's not a lot. Where'd he go? Got him.
You lost Ron, did you?
Easy kitchen
He's in the
too.
kitchen. Here he comes.
Easy kitchen. So, you tell me.
15.
Now look now, on the countertop, if you want to do it the way I do it back home, we're going to get remnant granite. What kind of granite?
Remnant granite.
So, actually your contractor is. You tell your contractor you don't want to be getting your granite. Well, Lowe's actually doesn't have a bad price now.
No,
But-
it doesn't.
He deals with our wholesale distributing granite company locally. So we're averaging right now remnant granite at about $30 a square foot for remnant granite. Installed. Yes. And more we're not using the undermount stainless steel. I don't know about you, Ron. We're using the undermount white ceramic sinks.
Me too. And white or colored, up to you ladies, but ceramic.
A color?
Stainless steel. Come on, they got all kinds of nice colors for their sinks. I really don't care, all right? But
And even in the bread and butter houses, we're putting stainless steel appliances and the whole packages.
He is.
Your double-sided refrigerator. Yeah, I am. Ron's probably still doing the white. I don't know. But it's the same price.
In this
Ron,
price
pretty
house,
much.
it makes no damn difference, I'm telling you. It just doesn't. But stainless steel is only a couple, $300 more than the white anyway, so
I'm getting a side-by-side
how about you ladies
refrigerator.
figure that out?
And a stove and oven, the dishwasher in stainless steel, and the undermount microwave for $18.50. With tax, you're about
Okay.
$2,000.
So here's what I want you girls to do. Why don't you go down to Lowe's and Home Depot, see what you like, get the part number, and just hand it to your contractor.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to guess whether he's putting the right stuff in there or not. Now look, if you're going to spend some little extra money, that'd be a good place to spend it. Okay, you can use double door,
Side by side.
side by side, and just nice looking appliances, but not the lowest and certainly not the highest. You know they got a refrigerator in Lowe's that will literally, it's got cameras inside, and you can be in the store and program and look in and see what's in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
So you don't want one of them.
Have you got one of them?
Can you play video poker?
Yeah. So anyway, he's right. But you should don't ever spend more than $1,800 on those 3 appliances. I'm telling you, you can get them cheaper than that if you want to. And I mean nice stuff too, not garbage. And brand new, stickers on it, paperwork right inside of it. Yep. So all in kitchen. You tell me.
2,
4,500.
3,
5.
Three what? What are you looking at, Maria? Huh? Look at your sheets. Look at your prices.
Including the prices.
Okay. You got a $6,000 kitchen.
Yeah.
All in. Everything. And you're gonna have money left over. Now, as far as countertops, you should let your contractor know that you know there are remnant granite stores in town. But let me be clear here. You are not going chasing materials.
Yeah.
Your job is to get a bid you like. Their job to go find the stuff. All right? Now, first time you use a contractor, you're going to want to have more control. I get it. So the thing you want to do is when you see a house color you like, take pictures of it. Store them. When you see roofs you like, take pictures. Now you can just send the contractor the pictures and they can get what you want. And if you love a certain type of tile, take pictures. I don't ever choose any of that. My contractor picks all that crap out, and they know what to pick. Anybody renovating houses know what they need to look like when they're done. All right, but I know you girls are going to lose sleep over it, wondering if they're doing the right stuff, right? So, hey, by the way, would you always pick something different than they pick? Who cares? You're not moving in. You're just selling it. And that's what you got to remember. It's just another product. Look, I serve cilantro at Iggy's. I hate cilantro. That don't stop me from serving it. I don't even drink liquor. Never could get a taste for it, but we sell a lot of it. So it's just a product. Okay, what's next?
bathrooms.
They don't need much, do they?
Well, I looked at the bathrooms. What'd y'all think? Y'all see the ceramic tub up there in the second bath? So it doesn't need it, but I pay back home $450 to reglaze tubs, which is cheaper than putting the whole thing back. And then you got the 3/4 shower in the master. So Ron, just to cut to the chase, I mean, you'd be hard pressed to spend $1,000 on both baths.
Okay.
Because I'd replace the vanities.
Well, then why don't we put that down?
Because there's no mirror in the
Almost always vanities, most of the time mirrors, most of the time lights. However, tubs are case by case. You know, you can have your tub reglazed, but it costs about the same as a new tub, except there's no labor pulling it in and out. And I almost always tile the walls around the tub.
Yeah, and this one's already tiled.
Okay, now I use the square shiny tiles, and they put a border down the middle of them, make them really fancy. Man, does that dress up a bathroom. Yes. Totally changes the bathroom. And that's, I don't know, what's that, just a wall tile, $300 or $400. And if they're putting more tile in the house, of course they do this all at the same time. So that really dresses up the bathroom. Shower curtain or shower door, whichever you ladies prefer. Okay.
Curtain for the bath.
Curtain or door, whichever you prefer. So your bathrooms are not expensive. You don't make them expensive. But also, when you don't let them put a little cheap toilet in there. Some toilets got plastic things. Oh crap! If you want a flood in your house, let them put the cheap crap in the toilet in your house. So they know what to get. Toilets are not expensive.
Now, a big tip here for only what I pay is only $250 on average per bathroom. Per bathroom, but what are the two rooms that sell houses, right? Kitchens and bathrooms. So for $250, we're putting granite in the bathrooms. All right?
Okay.
Not needed. It's not going to get you any more praise of value, but it just makes it pop.
Look, what price house are we sitting in?
140.
It's a low-end house, guys. Low-end house, okay? You can go down and buy bathrooms, sinks, and cabinets all as a unit, and they're very nice. And I have no interest in matching my bathroom sink with my kitchen like they're 20 feet apart anyway. Who cares? As long as they look nice, and that's good enough. All right.
So bathrooms, we got $1,000 on both baths.
All right, put it down. Back to the granite countertops, though. Look, that's going to be one of the most expensive things you're putting in a kitchen. Your granite countertops are going to cost you as much as your cabinets. Hard to believe, but it does. And don't forget that sink. The sink that she just described that I like and he likes, it ain't no $29 sink. That thing could be $300-400 just for the sink. Okay, do you have a question?
Yeah, what about all the stuff, like have the old vents look like they're from the 50s?
What?
Like the bathrooms?
Vents?
Yeah, like they look like they're from the 50s.
We usually change all the vents.
That's minor?
All the vents in the house.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, change them all. Make them brand new.
Like the old styles of the sheetrock, the way they had to cut it out is different. Do you do the whole ceiling sheetrock, or just do you just?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Work?
I'd have to see it to tell you. I'd have to see it. I tell you, here's your answer. Ask a woman.
Yeah.
Not kidding. I know you men are going to resist the hell out of this. You really need to ask the women.
Yep.
And if you don't have a woman, you can hire them. No, that ain't what I mean. You go hire an interior decorator come tell you what to do to the house, don't you?
That's that's what Carol Joy and I've been doing for years. We just let her go pick it all out.
And by the way, men, if you like what they do, it's good. I mean, if you don't like what they do, it's good. If you like what they do, they probably suck too. Yes.
I just got a bid that I took. Granite countertops.
Yeah.
The undermount stainless steel sink was from the same place that does the granite countertops. 60/40 stainless steel undermount, $250. Bathrooms, white porcelain undermount, $35.
Wow.
That's great.
That's
That's your material on your sink, right?
That's the sink itself.
Oh, bathroom sink,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the sink.
Okay, well, we don't use stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Yeah.
No, not bathroom. Kitchen.
I heard you.
Okay.
Look, doesn't matter. All we know is the kitchen's $6,000, right?
Oh, Ron just brings up a great point right there, y'all. The math and the budget, the way Ron teaches it, gives us flexibility to decide what are we going to do later exactly. Are we going to do the ceramic? Are we going to do the stainless steel? All we care about is the math.
Right.
It's going to cover it all.
Well, that is true as you're walking through the house with a contractor, but since this is a teaching event, we got to discuss the little stuff too. But you're supposed to be here looking at the macro, because all you care about right now is coming out here with a number.
Right.
You'll come back later and pick this thing apart. When you go through here with a contractor, room by room by room, then you got to decide what all the little stuff is you want to do and make your decisions. And a contractor will help you if you let them.
And you do that.
Actually, no stuff.
You do that after you got it under contract.
Correct.
And you know it's yours.
Right now, we just need to get it under contract.
That's right.
All right, what's next?
What's next?
Rotted wood.
There is a little, but that's miscellaneous.
Well, also the deck, is that miscellaneous?
Okay, we do have a deck back there, still miscellaneous.
Okay.
Okay, are we growing this miscellaneous list?
Yes.
Okay, because aren't we gonna need new lights and stuff like that, and new doors inside, and handles, and door handle in the front, and maybe some landscape, all that's miscellaneous.
And I can tell you folks, with the miscellaneous growing a little bit, it's going to be more than the 20% minimum
Well, we'll
for
see.
miscellaneous. But
What's
we'll see.
next?
Electrical.
I don't see any electrical upgrade. Looks fine. Anybody look at the panel box? I don't need to, I already know it's okay, because we've got central heat and air in here, and it's been inspected already. I ain't worried about the electric.
Okay.
Next,
Windows.
windows look great.
Yep.
No need to replace them.
Question,
Yep,
in one, like this window here is messed up,
yep,
just one window.
yep.
It's not a big mess.
So what do you call that? Miscellaneous.
But my question is, are you trying to match this window to everything else that's in here?
You're the woman.
Yeah.
You're supposed to tell me that.
Yeah.
Windows up here breaks in.
You would try to match that with the rest of them? Yes.
But you can get.
Oh, do you see, she's talking about a fog glass. Fog glass has got to go, guys. It'll never get passed. You got to replace the window.
But you don't have necessarily, if it's only one,
Yeah.
there's usually a glass company in
Yeah.
town.
You know, that's
that will
true.
do that.
Yeah, I replace a lot of glass.
This one don't need a window, just needs glass.
Yeah.
That's right.
But this part here is messed up too, the vinyl that's broken, a piece of vinyl.
They'll take care
They
of
can
that.
fix that.
They'll do that.
Glass company will do that, yeah. All right,
Cool.
Just
No windows.
That's right.
next.
Okay.
Garage.
Well,
Look good.
I was in the garage, were you?
I was.
Okay, inside looks fine.
Yep.
But I'd replace both front doors. Did you look at the back of those doors?
Yeah, one of them
Back
got
one's really
damage
bad,
on
and on
it.
the other one's dinged on the outside. Just replace them both.
It's an electrical one too.
What about the mold?
The mold will go in the dumpster with the door. The mold is on the door. Okay? All right, so how much for those garage doors? Because there's two of them.
$750 a
You got
piece.
two single doors there. Did you hear that? He's correct, about $1,500.
Now let me give you all a big tip that's under the minors, but will help you sell your house quicker. And that is, we paint all the garage floors with concrete paint.
Yeah.
And it's either that gray with speckles in it or the tan with speckles. And it just gives you another big pop for not much money.
Okay, and this particular garage door, floor, I wouldn't touch it. It actually looks pretty good.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. All right, I'd rather have it concrete unless it looks really bad. Because once you paint it, now, I'm not going to live here, but once you paint it, you're going to be painting it about every 2 years.
Yeah. Ding,
All right.
ding, ding.
What do you allow for that price? When you
It's
pay?
miscellaneous.
It's in your 20%.
It's a quart of paint. Okay, next.
Basement, they have a crawl space,
No basement.
Next.
So no money on basement.
foundation problems and stuff.
Okay, do have foundation issue here, don't we? All right, is there any other majors?
Not that I,
None? Are we at the bottom of the list?
Plumbing.
pretty much.
No plumbing. I'll read
They
the
don't
bottom
have
of the list.
junky neighbors, they're good.
All right, so, why don't you add up your list? And we still got miscellaneous and foundation. Foundation is kind of a wild guess, isn't it? I know we need some jacking up under here.
Right now
Huh?
for the major.
I'd probably put a couple, $3,000 for this foundation, and that should easily do it.
How much?
Or just create a big miscellaneous category. Tell me what it adds up to, and we'll come up with a miscellaneous, because we gotta get going. We got 3 more houses.
6, 12,
Huh?
13.
18,000?
18 so far.
Who agrees?
Before rounding up the actual majors, what do they add up to that you wrote down?
2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
75.
14.
I got 18, I got 20, all right.
18.
All right, heads up. So what are we gonna do? Let's just lump the foundation in with the miscellaneous, because that's what it is. What do you think?
I was counting.
All in?
25 all in.
35,000.
25.
What do you think?
30.
30 is the exact number I had in my mind. 30. So
I put 35 actually.
30,000, oh, you remember the back porch needs work too.
Yeah, so 35.
Okay, so you know, 30 grand easily covered. Now, could we be wrong? We are absolutely wrong. Guaranteed we're wrong. But are we close enough to get it going on an offer?
Yes.
What if it's 35?
Oh my gosh.
It's not gonna make a difference.
Don't forget, still suicide available to you. When we make this offer, you ain't gonna much care whether it's 25, 30, or 35. And that is the point.
Okay.
Thinker brains, put your calculators down. It's a macro offer. Remember, we verify everything before we close. We're not taking any risk. And of course, the more you do this, the easier it gets. And I'm telling you right now, I ain't gonna spend no 30 grand on this house. I could go to Europe on what's left over. Serious. All right, unless I find some surprises. You know, what if I find out that whole wall is rotten over there on the end? Okay, well, frankly, we've got some surprises already built in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you. You're going to get on the bus and tell me what the Mayo is, and you're going to tell me what you'd offer.
So I did something for the fun of it on the way here on the bus. I looked at the picture on the listing sheet, and Ron says, how much are the repairs on that house, Jay? This house that we came to. So I don't know, I just threw a figure at it at 40, which was wrong as 30. So if you add $10,000 to my figure, that's my offer. If you add 10,000 to it. So we'll see what they come up with.
This is your offer?
We'll see what they come up with.
$140,000 R. Remember, R is 140. All right, remember the Mayo formula?
Yes.
Good. Get on the bus and do it.
So